Hello, hello. Welcome back to Coffee and English, the podcast. I'm William, and I'm absolutely delighted you've joined me today. Whether you're drinking your morning coffee, tea, or just relaxing after a long day, you're in the perfect place to improve your English.
Today, we're going to do something special. We're going to learn how to talk about your daily routine in English. By the end of this episode, you'll be confident describing everything you do from morning until night. But here's what makes this different. We're not just going to learn vocabulary, we're going to practice speaking together. I'll teach you phrases, then we'll practice them together using a technique called shadowing. Don't worry if you've never heard of it, I'll explain everything. Our goals for today are to learn 50 daily routine phrases, practice natural pronunciation through shadowing, build confidence talking about your day, and create automatic responses for common situations. Ready? Let's start this English adventure together. Let's begin where every day begins, the morning. Morning routines are perfect for English learners because we all do similar things. The vocabulary is practical and useful.
First, let me teach you some essential morning phrases. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I get up immediately. I stay in bed for a few minutes. I stretch and yawn. I check my phone. I go to the bathroom. Now let's practice these phrases together. I wake up at 7 o'clock every morning. Here's another one. I get up immediately because I don't like being late. Now, let's talk about morning hygiene. This is very important vocabulary. Here are morning hygiene phrases. I brush my teeth. I wash my face with cold water. I take a shower or I have a shower. I comb my hair or I brush my hair. I put on deodorant. Now try this one. I brush my teeth for 2 minutes. I wash my face with cold water. Let me show you how this sounds in conversation. Someone asks you, "What's the first thing you do when you wake up?" You reply, "I check my phone, then I go to the bathroom and brush my teeth." Now practice answering. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? I check my phone, then I go to the bathroom. Now for breakfast vocabulary. I make coffee or I brew coffee. I have breakfast or I eat breakfast. I drank orange juice. I eat toast with butter. I have cereal with milk. I scramble eggs or I make scrambled eggs. Let's practice this one. I make coffee first. I have toast with butter and jam.
Remember, have and eat are both correct for meals. I have breakfast means the same as I eat breakfast. After breakfast, it's time to get dressed and prepare for the day. This vocabulary is essential for anyone learning English.
Here are getting dressed phrases.
I get dressed, or I put on my clothes.
I choose my outfit.
I wear a clothing item. I put on my shoes. I grab my bag or purse or backpack. I check I have everything. I choose my outfit the night before. I grab my bag and check my keys. Let's review clothing vocabulary.
Shirt, t-shirt, sweater.
Pants, jeans, trousers. Dress, skirt. Jacket, coat. Shoes, sneakers, boots.
Here are leaving home phrases.
I lock the door. I walk to the bus stop. I drive to work. I take public transportation. I ride my bike. I check the weather. I lock the door. I walk to the subway station. Here's a real-life example. Every morning, I put on my blue jeans and a comfortable t-shirt. Then I grab my backpack, check I have my keys, and walk to the bus stop. The bus comes at 8:15, so I need to leave my house by 8:10. Let's say this together. I put on comfortable clothes. I grab my backpack. Now let's talk about the middle of your day, work, school, or other activities. Here's work vocabulary. I go to work or I go to the office. I start work at 9 o'clock. I have a meeting. I answer emails. I talk to colleagues. I work on projects. I take a break. Repeat after me. I start work at 9 o'clock.
Let's practice this phrase.
I have a coffee break at 10:30. Now for lunchtime vocabulary. It's lunchtime, or it's time for lunch. I eat lunch at 12:30. I go to a restaurant. I bring lunch from home. I order food.
I eat with friends or colleagues.
Now, let's practice these phrases together. I eat lunch at 12:30.
I go to a restaurant with colleagues.
Here's a mini dialogue for ordering food. The waiter says, "What would you like to order?" You say, "I'd like a sandwich and a coffee, please." The waiter asks, "Would you like anything else?" You reply, "No, that's all. Thank you." Now, practice ordering. What would you like to order? I'd like a sandwich and coffee, please. Now for afternoon activities. I go back to work. I finish my tasks. I attend meetings. I make phone calls. I finish work at 5 o'clock. I prepare for tomorrow. Let's say this together. I go back to work after lunch. I finish work at 5 o'clock. Many people run errands after work or on weekends. Let's learn this practical vocabulary. Here's shopping vocabulary. I go shopping. I need to buy something. I go to the supermarket or grocery store. I make a shopping list. I pick up groceries. I pay with cash or card. Now let's practice these phrases. I go to the supermarket. I make a shopping list. Here are common errands. I go to the bank. I mail a letter or I go to the post office. I fill up my car with gas. I pick up dry clean. I go to the pharmacy. I return library books. Here's a shopping dialogue. The cashier asks, "Did you find everything you needed?" You say, "Yes, thank you." Can I pay with a card? The cashier replies, "Of course. Please insert your card here." Did you find everything you needed? Yes, thank you. Here are time expressions for errands. I need to stop by the bank. I have to pick up something. I'll quickly go to the store. I'm running errands today. I need to stop by the bank. The evening is when we relax and prepare for the next day. Let's learn how to describe your evening in English. Here are coming home phrases. I get home or I arrive home. I unlocked the door. I take off my shoes.
I change into comfortable clothes.
I relax on the sofa or couch. Now let's practice these phrases together. I get home at 6 o'clock. I take off my work shoes. Here are evening activities. I cook dinner or I make dinner. I order takeout or I order delivery. I eat dinner with my family. I watch TV or I watch Netflix. I read a book. I listen to music. I talk to friends. Practice this with me. I cook dinner with my family. I watch TV and relax. Here's dinner vocabulary. I'm hungry or I'm starving. What's for dinner? I'll cook tonight. Let's order pizza. Dinner is ready. This tastes delicious. Here's a family dinner dialogue. Mom asks, "What would you like for dinner?" You say, "Can we have pasta tonight?" Mom replies, "Sure, I'll make spaghetti with tomato sauce." Finally, let's talk about preparing for sleep. Another universal routine perfect for English practice. Here are pre-bedtime activities. I clean up the kitchen. I do the dishes, or I wash the dishes. I prepare for tomorrow. I set my alarm. I charge my phone. Now let's practice this phrase. I clean up the kitchen. I set my alarm for 7 o'clock. Here are getting ready for bed phrases. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I put on pajamas, or I put on my PJs. I read before sleep. I say goodnight to my family. I brush my teeth. I get into bed and read. Here's sleep vocabulary. I'm tired or I'm sleepy. It's time for bed. I'm going to sleep out. Good night or sleep well. Sweet dreams. I fall asleep quickly. It's time for bed.
Did you brush your teeth? Yes, I did. Can you read me a story? Of course.
Then it's time to sleep. Fantastic work! You've learned so much vocabulary today. Now, let's put it all together with some longer sentences.
Let's break this into parts and practice together.
I wake up at 7.
I brush my teeth. I have breakfast.
I get dressed.
I go to work.
I eat lunch at 12:30. I finish work at 5. I go shopping. I come home.
I cook dinner. I watch TV in the evening. I go to bed at 10 o'clock.
Now, I want you to pause this podcast and try describing your typical day using the vocabulary we learned. Start with I wake up at and continue through your evening routine. Here's a quick grammar tip. When talking about daily routines, we use the simple present tense. I wake up, not I am waking up. I go to work, not I am going to work. I eat dinner, not I am eating dinner. This is because these are regular repeated actions. Incredible work today. You've just learned over 50 phrases for describing your daily routine in English. But learning is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you practice. Your homework is this. Tomorrow morning, try describing your routine out loud in English. Use the phrases we practiced today. Don't worry about perfection. Focus on communication and confidence. Remember, every native English speaker started exactly where you are now. With consistent practice and patience, you'll be amazed at your progress. Thank you for joining me today on Coffee and English, the podcast. I'm William, and I believe in your English learning journey. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember, every word you speak in English is a step toward fluency. Until next time, keep brewing your English skills one day at a time. Goodbye, and sweet dreams when your bedtime comes.